Based on the documents, I don't think Brigham Young ordered the Mountain Meadows Massacre, and I want to show you some evidence that a lot of people online don't bring up. When Brigham Young first heard the news of this event during a meeting, he apparently was so horrified that he stopped the meeting. He called it heart-rending. He left his office, and he spent the day in solitude grieving. At one point, he said, if there were Mormons guilty in this act, it was one of the most dastardly things that have ever occurred, and let them be brought to justice. At another point, he said, my disposition is such that had I known anything about it, I would have gone to that camp and fought the Indians and white men who took part in the perpetration of the massacre to the death, rather than such a deed should have been committed. In the aftermath, he repeatedly offered assistance to the federal investigators who were looking into this, and when he discovered Isaac Hates and John D. Lee's role in the slaughter, he had them both excommunicated and said some very strong things about what he thought of their behavior. So based on what the documents can tell us, Brigham Young did not order, approve, or condone the attack. Instead, he was deeply saddened by what happened, and as more information came to light, he excommunicated the main perpetrators. And look, this event was awful. It never should have happened. These men committed this abhorrent act of violence by going against the instruction of church leaders and contrary to the teachings of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Latter-day Saints adhere to the biblical commandment to turn the other cheek, to love your enemies. Our own scripture even teaches that in the face of persecution, we should renounce war and proclaim peace. Referring to the Mountain Meadows Massacre, one of the church's top leaders, Henry B. Eyring, said, "What was done here long ago by members of our church represents a terrible and inexcusable departure from Christian teaching and conduct." This is a very simplified history. There is so much to know about this event. So to learn more about that, I'd recommend reading this article, No. 633 at Scripture Central. If you want to learn more about this event, I'd also recommend checking out this video by Xander Sturgill at the Scripture Central channel.